Hi golfers, this is Dalton. Welcome to the 19th hole. I appreciate all of you sending in your videos to our Facebook and our webpage. What we're going to do now is analyze these and share these with the whole group. See if we can't turn the light in the closet on for more than one golfer at a time. So without further ado, come join me at the driving range. Golfers, thanks for joining us. Another question I had sent in was from Chris Mackey, who asked me which I prefer, having a Fairway 20-degree club or a hybrid. When I was a kid growing up using it, hybrids were called 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 woods. If y'all remember Callaway with the Divine 9 and the Heavenly 7, shoot, I remember golfers would play with my dad when I was a kid, had 15 woods. Every one of them was a wood. I mean, 15 would look like a sand wedge. You could throw that sucker so high in the air. All they've done is do away with all the 15 woods and the higher clubs, and they've now call them 16-degree hybrids. But golf clubs are like women, guys. They got to look good and feel good. So it just depends on which one you want. When I was fit with this, gosh, 10 years ago with Henry Griffiths, they didn't have these low-profile clubs back then. They do now. Here's a regular wood, and then there's that low-profile wood. It's designed just to scream a golf ball off. It comes off like a bullet. They're an incredible club if you can hit them. The biggest deal between clubs is the shafts. If you got too weak a shaft, when you get down at the bottom, that sucker is still going to be bent back, and it's the biggest deal is the shaft. So when you go get fit, because your chances are nil of finding one on a rack that'll fit you. But when you go fit, make sure you got the right shaft in it. That'll help you more than anything. And as far as which one I prefer, they fit me with this one, and it worked really, really well. To start with, I still hit this club 250, and so I just kept it. I like the looks of that, and I really would like to have one, but I hit this one so well, I just never changed. But I appreciate the question. Okay, golfers, now let's take a look at a video that one of y'all sent in. This is Rob. He's a young golfer just getting started, so we got a work in progress here. But the first thing that I noticed when I look at this is at the top of his swing, he has not maintained his peripheral vision. He's got his head cocked way over here to the side. And when you do that, whatever you do on one side, you're going to have an equal and opposite reaction on the other. He'll do this and this, going back and forth. And that peripheral vision is going to do this. And golfers, there's just a cacajillion things that can go wrong with your golf swing when you do. Or I guess I should say there's a cacajillion things that can't go wrong if you don't. What you're supposed to do is maintain that peripheral vision, let your hands go out of sight on the backswing, come back flat, go out of sight without changing that peripheral vision. Now, for those of you that already bought the DVD, there's a whole section there on the peripheral vision, and there's some drills that I go over there with you, so please go back and go over those. Let me go over those with you again. And for those of you that don't have it, let's take a minute, go back out to the driving range, and let me give you a little clearer picture of what I'm talking about. There's no shortcut for golfers when you start off. Everybody went through the same thing. What Rob is doing is swaying. He is setting up, and he's moving his whole body. He's turning his whole body left. And when you do and you raise up like he's doing, your shoulder will come over and hit your chin and turn your peripheral vision like that. Guys, if you do it on one side, you'll do it on the other. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. If you turn your head over here, you'll turn it over there. And you'll wind up having a swing that looks something like this. And that can just cause a myriad of problems. I just want you to look down here at the club, addressing the ball here. And I'm square to the back of that golf ball at address. And if you get right to the point of contact and then you peek because you want to see every inch of flight, this is what happens to your golf club down at the bottom. Now that opened that face up, just turning, that's what it does to your body. I always say if it's leaking, you're peeking. So the first thing that happens when you hit a golf shot, if it's leaking off to the right, you tell yourself, did you see impact? Did you allow your hands to go out of sight, back flat, and out of sight, and you're still looking down? Because if you do, here's a pretty good chance you have of hitting a golf ball dead straight if you're watching the club touch the ball. And if you move your head at all, something's going off, I promise you. It's not going to allow you to hit this shot. You're going to start hitting those, and that's what we're trying to eliminate. We want to hit this shot and eliminate that. And that's how you hit a golf ball inside the bark line. All right, golfers, let's take a look at one more video that was sent in. This is Dave. Now, he's doing still pictures, and that's just fine. If y'all have video, that's fine. Just keep sending them in so we can share it with everybody. I noticed a couple of things real quick here as we look at this. The first is up at the fourth frame here. He's got his hands in position, and he has not cocked his wrist yet. It's just about ear level, guys. What you're trying to do is your thumbs go in your ear, back flat, and in your ear. And he's right there, and he hasn't cocked his wrist yet. What I want you to do is remember that I want you to complete the cock and then say and. Don't say and then do it. It throws your timing off, okay? The other thing that I noticed real quick here, Dave, is you've got a really, really strong left-handed grip. If you'll look at the face of your club on picture 4, bless your heart, you've got your, instead of your hands being on both sides, the right hand's on the right side, left hand's on the left side, so your hands will do that. You've got your hand way over here on the right side, and when you get to the top of your swing with that, it's going to do that. Does that kind of look familiar, Dave? Face it over to the right and your toes going into camera. You need to get your weaken your left hand and put it on the golf club so your left hand is on the left side of the grip, and that'll stop all of that so you can cock your wrist this way. Okay? Outside of that, Dave, you're looking pretty good. You're not quite transferring enough weight down there on the bottom in picture 9. You haven't quite got over there's no weight shift over there. That's really important to do, so work on that. There's a section in there on the weight shift and transfer. Get your hands next to your money, okay? Golfers, y'all please keep sending in these videos. It's really important. We want to share these with as many people as we can. And we can do this more often and a lot more intense if y'all keep sending them videos in, so please do so. And let me finish up today by giving you one last thought.